And get underway with our post-qualifying press conference with our second and third qualifiers here with us this afternoon. Roush Fenway Racing teammates Carl Edwards, driver of the number 99 Aflac Ford P2, and Ricky Stenhouse Jr., driver of the number 17 Zest Ford P3. Very exciting there at the end, guys. Lots of emotion going through as everybody ticked off behind you and watching what was going on. So, Carl, talk a little bit about, Matt overtaking you. But
yeah, I thought I had the pole there for a few minutes, about 5 minutes. Felt really good. But we got a great starting spot. It's a good lap, and I hope our car is as fast in race trim. It looked like Ricky was pretty good, the little bit of race trim he ran, and, hopefully we can just go get this thing tuned in tomorrow and win this race on Sunday. I think the Ford's going to be really tough.
Ricky has stood out there for a little while. Again,
it was nice.
Things go by. Yeah, for a while it was,
Yeah.
I'm sure. Also, too, for you guys, everybody that on our top three qualifiers broke the previous qualifying record as well of 191.360. So congratulations for that. But, talk about that lap, Ricky, this couple laps.
It was good. We were hoping to back up what we ran in practice, and actually I think that would have tied Matt. But we knew we had a good car when we unloaded here, and really all of us did it. All the Fords were fast. Doug Yates and the guys in the engine shop have been working on our complaints that we've had over the first few races, and it's paying off right now. But a lot of speed here. Racetrack's really fast, and Zest won last time they were here with Matt, so hopefully we can be battling for the win before it's over with.
All right, you have questions for these two gentlemen, let us know. We've got the wireless mics, and we'll be happy to bring them to you. If you give us your name and affiliation, we'll start with Stan, then we'll go to Bob, and I think Randy may have had his hand up too.
Stan Creekmore with RPM. Tonight.com. For both of you, your qualifying laps looked extremely fantastic and everything, but they were a little bit slower than what you had done in practice. What changed that slowed you down just a little bit, and did you have any thought that Matt Kenseth would have a chance at you?
I think it was maybe a little windier. It seemed like the groove was a little more narrow than it was in practice to me. I missed it the first lap. And no, I didn't think Matt would be a factor, but he somehow pulled that out at the end. That was a really good job by him. I talked to his crew chief, and he said he didn't expect that either. So Matt did a really good job.
Yeah, for us, we were just a little too tight. I think that hour of truck practice they had put a little more rubber down and got a little bit tighter for us. But we tried to make some adjustments to free the car up so it wouldn't get too tight on us, but it did. And I think Matt ran. I knew he was going to be a factor. Somebody said, "Oh, we got to wait till Carl goes." I was like, "Well, the 20 goes right after him." So they've been fast all year, so I don't think you can count him out really anywhere you go these days. So it didn't really bother me after Carl beat me. So I was hoping we were going to have a Ford front row though.
Go ahead.
Okay. Ricky, specifically for you, this is your best qualifying effort of the year. This is your best performance so far this year. How does it feel, and how do you feel Sunday will be?
It feels good after coming off. We had a track bar break there at Martinsville and cut a left rear tire at the beginning of the Texas race. So, it feels good to come here, be fast during practice, and it seems like when you roll off the truck with a fast car, you generally have that fast car throughout the weekend. So that's what we're hoping to obtain and carry this throughout the weekend. We got 2 long practices tomorrow to dial it in race trim, and I see a good race coming. I think we stay consistent, don't do anything over our heads, and we should be okay. We have won on this new service in the nationwide car last year, and so I know the racetrack, and I feel good about the racetrack. So we just got to get our car dialed in and stay up front.
Good, Bob. Then Randy, then Nate.
Bob Packer, Sporting News. Carl, is it any worse to lose a pole to A, an ex-teammate, and B, a guy that's not necessarily known as a great qualifier?
Well, thanks for rubbing it in.
Feels bad now.
Yeah, the whole field's got to feel bad getting beat by Matt Kenseth in qualifying. Geez. Let me tell you, Matt must have one really fast race car. I'll tell you that. That's got to be a heck of a rocket. But I did out-qualify Ryan Newman. That's key. Matt and I will both tell him, make sure he knows that tomorrow. But yeah, I guess we should all feel bad, yeah.
Carl, Randy Kovitz, Kansas City Star. Sitting in the front row, man, that's as close.
Yeah.
That's as close as you've been to start a race here, and so I mean, just
Yeah, it's good.
We've been
How does
waiting
that
on it.
add to the?
Yeah.
How does that add to this?
Yeah, it's easy. I should have just done it like you the first time.
Yeah.
Qualified up there.
How does that add to the desire to finally?
This is
crack it here?
we've talked about it a lot, but a win here would be huge, and this is a heck of a start. I mean, we had a great test. All of our cars are fast. If during practice tomorrow we can work together. Hopefully, Ricky will share some stuff with me tomorrow if he's fast, and we can dial these cars in. And I think having that good starting spot, good pit stall, all that stuff makes a big difference in the race.
How much of a factor was you guys having that test here a few weeks ago to learn this new,
I think the test was really big. I think we still could have been real fast, but I think it helped me personally to get dialed into the racetrack. I don't think any of us expected to be this fast, and so I feel like we have a little leg up. I imagine it'll all be about even tomorrow. Everyone's got their notes now and had the day to work on their cars, but at least for today, I think that test was a big help.
Go ahead, Nate.
Nate Ryan, USA Today Sports. For both you guys, but for Carl specifically, because you've got more experience here. Most of the races on super speedways this year have been decent because of tire wear, and I would think that because this is the second race on this new surface, there won't be quite as much tire wear Sunday. Are you expecting there still to be the kind of side-by-side stuff we saw at California, Texas, or will there be less of it because of that?
I'm not expecting it to be an easy racetrack to pass on, but that doesn't really mean much. I mean, we haven't. Until we run the race and see how it goes, I don't think we're gonna know what happens. If a second groove comes in, if we're able to, if for some reason the rubber makes that bottom groove slow and we get to moving up a little bit, I think we'll see a pretty interesting race. But we're really, really going fast, and the faster you go and the less the tires fall off, both those things seem to contribute to difficulty passing.
Yeah, I think looking at this racetrack last year, in the fall race, I think it got pretty racy. But then again, I don't think the cars were as fast as these Gen 6 cars, especially when we go over into race trim. I think they're going to be quite a bit faster. But I think the truck race will be a good indication. I think the truck guys seem to do a good job of moving around, being that they hold it wide open around here and got guys all around them. They gotta move around and look for a lot of air. So hopefully they'll widen it out for us, and we can learn watching it. And I know the top groove came in a little bit last year in this race, so hopefully those truck guys will widen it out for us, and we can put on a good race.
Let's go to Scott and come back up to Holly, please.
Scott Traylor, Sports Radio 810 WHB, Racing Boys Broadcasting Network. Carl, great year so far. You got to be happy with that. A third last week, I think a fourth, and your win and all. You feel like you've got a better chance to win with your qualifying effort and where your program is here, maybe more so in the years past coming to Kansas?
Yeah, I feel that this season we have a couple of really great things going for us. We've got Jimmy Finnig on the pit box, who is second to none in the garage with experience and decision-making capability. We've also got the fastest pit crew on pit road, and we talk about how difficult some of these tracks are to pass on right now. That pit crew is hugely important. So I think we have some great reasons to look forward to this race particularly, and the starting spot won't hurt. I think that'll all be good.
And finally, I want to ask you, when you enter the corners here, we all talk about backing up the corners and until you can get flat in the corner. How much different entering the corners, rolling up early, backing up the corner, getting in deeper? Just tell us how much different it is from the previous banking.
Right now at this racetrack, you don't think of the corner entry the same way as you do at maybe with the old surface, or even at Texas last week. You're out of the throttle for a very short period of time, and by the middle of the corner, you're wide open. So it's kind of an odd way to drive, and you just carry so much speed. I'm sitting here going through my qualifying lap in my head and thinking of places where I could have gone faster. It's almost mind-boggling when you're in the car how much speed you can carry at certain points in the racetrack where classically you couldn't at these mile and a halves.
Go ahead, Holly.
Holly Kane, NASCAR.com. Ricky, how would you characterize or describe your season to date? Have you been frustrated? Were you always kind of expecting to work your way into it, or just how would you?
I think we're a little frustrated over the last couple weeks, but we started out consistently, running consistent, finishing races, inside the top 20 like we thought we would, and we had hoped to get a little bit better, and the last couple weeks got a little bit worse. So we've had some bad luck the last 2 weeks, but we're looking to turn that around. I think we got the speed in the race car, in the race team, and I think we're all gelling pretty well together right now. We're working with the 99 and the 16 team. I think back at the shop, things are going better. Everybody's really working together, and that's been a key to it. But I would say a little frustrated the last couple weeks, but we're definitely getting back in the groove of things, and we're fast in practice, and that always seems to pay off eventually.
So a final question from Randy, please.
Three cars broke the track record for qualifying. I mean, is it a combination of the Gen 6 car, the new surface, just the wind? Just why did 3 cars break the track record today?
Because we got from the start-finish line back to the start-finish line faster. I don't know. These Gen 6 cars are fast for sure. I think you've seen that, over the races that we've had so far. The new pavement is kind of aged in, and I feel like it's ready to go. The cold temperatures here, I think, are playing a factor into it. I wish one of us had the track record right now. That would be nice, but we'll have to try to get it next time we come back.
I don't think anyone went faster than the lap I made in practice, so I won something,
True.
That's pretty good.
True.
Stan, go ahead.
It's not official, but.
You got it.
No, I think he covered it, yep. That wasn't that bad.
I just want to make this real quick, okay? During qualifying, the television showed you playing with your kids. What's going to be like with them tonight?
Well,
Are they going to know?
Yeah,
Are they gonna
no.
think?
We just, you just go back and try to keep those, work life and home life pretty separate. So, whether it's good or bad, I try to just be the same person, right? They're away from the racetrack either way.
Last one.
I've got to talk a little dirt racing with Ricky here real quick. So how would you grade Jason's performance with your sprint car team right now, leading the points, winning races? How would you assess that in the whole Roush Yates program?
That's perfect, right? Winning races and leading the points. No, things are going good on the sprint car side of things. I think we're looking forward to getting the 410s back. We got those at Roush Yates, getting tuned up, fixing a few problems that they've had. So, hopefully we can run a few more outlaw races before the season's up, and hopefully I get back to drive as quick as I can. So I'm trying to line up my schedule and Tony's schedule so that I can jump on the plane with him and fly out. So that's what we're working on right now. But things are going great, and we're plugging along. Hopefully we win another championship. I can't remember. I don't think that might be one on the schedule. I don't know. Whatever Tony's running, I'll try to run.
Hold off as long as you can on buying that plane. That's
yeah. No, I'm not. I'm not buying. I'm hitching rides.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
Anything else for the